All right, everybody. We are live, and it's me and Juno. Earlier, Juno was having some, electric problems like yesterday, and he wasn't going to join me. And then, lo and behold, here he is. So, which
Yep,
is
we're back.
good. I'm glad that he's here and everything. So, yeah, this is
What's up, everybody?
so yeah. So we got so far. 8 people in the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and do a roll call. We've got Chester Franklin. We had Anthony Chobot. We've got Jimmy Jam, James Van Dusen. We've got Rosalia, 71, Zodiac, and Alan's house, and Gizmo. Oh, nice. So it's a good start to the evening and whatnot.
Mhm.
So yeah, so this was Rosie's choice tonight, the little girl who lives down the lane. This was from 1976, although there were I don't know some things that kind of prevented it from actually coming out until the next year. Um, there uh, is a small, I guess, nude scene, which is she's playing this. She was, I think, 13 at the time or 14, and a lot of people were kind of up in arms about that. But actually, the nude scene was actually played by her older sister, who was 21 at the time. So, um, also, this movie was gonna, you know, actually, I guess it was originally written as a play, and then somehow they decided to make it into a feature film. It was described as like a horror film, and I guess in some ways it is. um
Mhm.
Martin Sheen, he plays a kind of scary person in this, as we'll see as it goes goes along and whatnot. So
They called her the little girl who lives down the lane. All alone in that big house. Who was she? And what was her secret? A lot of people wondered. Like Mario, the local comedian.
Somebody's out there.
Officer Miglioretti, the local cop.
I don't believe what you've been telling me about your father.
You're a very pretty girl, you know that? Pretty eyes.
Frank Hallett, the local creep. And nasty Mrs. Hallett, the local gossip.
Mrs. Hallett, I'm warning you!
I want to know what's been happening here in this house. I want to know what happened here today!
I think I should warn you that the police are watching our house right this very minute, Mr. Hallett.
Aren't you scared?
Of what?
Of being alone. No one will know about us.
I never knew how much I needed you.
Now listen to me, young lady. I know you're up to something.
Go in that study, Mrs. Hallett, and I tell my father about your son. I even had to ask him why the police don't do anything about it.
Why should they do anything?
When your son gives candy to pretty little girls.
Academy Award nominee Jodie Foster, Martin Sheen, Alexis Smith.
Get out of here!
The little girl who lives down the lane.
all right, so we've got few other people have dropped in. We've got Video Man and Gizmo, our favorite
Hey, Gizmo.
Norwegian who can throw Christmas trees within a single bound. And we've got Ginger Ninja Jason is in the house, and Jim's movie channel, and we have Todd Christian. I am so sorry.
Hey, Jim.
I'm reading too fast, but yeah,
Hey,
I was
Todd.
actually going to mention Todd anyway because he's always watching the after show. He comes to the after show party and stuff, but it's good to see him when he is here. Well, I've actually seen about half of this movie, Jim. I've never seen the whole thing, so it'll be like a half and half for me and whatnot. There is a YouTube movie link at the top, and also it is on Amazon Prime for anybody that has Amazon Prime. Runs just a little over an hour and a half. Next week, I'm trying to decide. I mean, I have the movies that I want to show. Just trying to decide which one. I'm trying to get a Valentine's date with Moonbeam, and if she decides to finally take me up on that offer, then it's my turn to pick the movie. And I've been wanting her to see Gregory's Girl for quite a long time. So then, if that happens, then I'll be showing Cooley High. If not, I'll just be showing Gregory's Girl because it's going to be near Valentine's Day, and so But there was another movie that Rosie had suggested, and it wasn't around last month, but I told her, well, it'll show up, and it has shown up. So like next month, I'll be doing that one for her. Anybody has any other kind of choices or things, I'll be, hopefully that they're bizarre and not things that everybody's seen like a million times. Feel free to throw suggestions and things like that. I know Todd wants to see like the Dark Knight films, and that was like kind of Sean's deal. I would be happy to do that. I don't know, if I would just do sort of, one a week or, kind of sporadically put them out. But I mean, he asked for them, and he should be able to, we should be able to do that for him. So, speaking of Sean, I asked him, well, I sent him the link, and, I asked him, I said, well, if you want to be here tonight, you're more than welcome, but I never got a response. So that's all I can say about that. And also I want to give, heartfelt sympathy and prayers to P. Rich because his brother passed away, I guess today or something. And, so condolences to him and his family on that. And, yeah, the trailer's cool till they go for the local creep. Yeah. But, yeah, so there's yeah, and so I don't know, I'll probably start the movie and in if about maybe 5-10 minutes, but in the meantime
comes the embodiment of fear.
What the hell was that?
Night Beast.
Yep.
Night Beast.
Juno and Night Beast. Yeah, once Johnny gets a bit unbusy, I want to see if he'll make a Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker with you in it. I think that would be great.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and so I know some people are all amped for the Super Bowl. So I don't fucking like football. 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 Queef Stroganoff. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Cowboys ain't playing, so I don't give a shit about Super Bowl.
Right. I'm always like, lost with like some of these things, or where I'm trying to find them and whatnot. I think it might be this one.
Give me the gooch, 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 give me the gooch.
Now, a lot of people don't realize it's actually a deleted scene.
Hey everyone, Juno 2000 here, coming at you with video at my shitty Walmart where they don't have shit.
This is what I'm drinking.
It's becoming harder to find. What the hell is that? It's like a black bottle.
It's rum. We'll see if my head rotates. We'll see if my head rotates.
For everything you do, man, you're awesome, because you are part of the CWO.
Press play bitches, press play bitches, press play bitches, press play bitches, press play bitches.
Not good.
And we have Chris, the film nerd, the slasher dude, has gone away for a while, I guess. And so, yeah, we, and then we have Schulte 100.
Hey, Chris.
Schulte is a mainstay at Vanta Blacks, and he is becoming, well known around here as well. So appreciate all of you guys coming in tonight and everything and stuff.
Hey there, Helen.
You're welcome, Todd. No, not a problem at all. I mean, I think, I don't know. I got to get a hold of Alex because he may want to join up for those.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he said he wanted to join when he was up with when he was up on Sean's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would like to join it.
Yeah, that'd be a good deal. If my phone could handle like 9 hours, I'd go through the whole thing. But nah, I mean, I would be halfway dead through that whole thing. So yeah, that wouldn't work.
Did you, when you and Sean did the Kill Bill movies? Because I know I was off around that time, but you did. Did your phone last it for those two movies?
I used my tablet for one of them, and then switched it over to my phone, which is something I could do. But my tablet goes about the same time as my phone, so just have to see what's up.
Show the love I have for all of you. I'm sitting in my garage, which is currently about 20 fucking degrees in a winter jacket, freezing my ass off. Oh, Jen, what are you doing, man? But that's dedication right there. It
is. You can tell that he's not wearing pants. See, that's the main thing.
I don't even think the pants would matter. It's 20 degrees. You got thermals on, man. You got thermals on. You probably don't even have a dick left. You probably don't even have a dick left. You probably don't even have a dick left. You probably don't even have a dick left.
Have a good night, Jim.
I never can find the fucking one that I wanna watch. You know, I mean, or show and all that. Gotta
Derek
change.
Blue Riders here.
Oh, nice. Welcome in, Derek. Woo! Then, you know, this one is always fun.
No, we don't teach Kung Fu. We teach karate.
Kicking ass in Walmart.
Well, I mean, a woo is the only satisfactory thing because that's your name. Wee Chung Juno, yes. Little Wing pay me good. How many people? 5? No, we like to switch seats every 5 minutes. 5,000. I said that kind of backwards, but you know. Smoking or non-smoking? Non-smoking. Nobody has the urge to set themselves on fire at the moment. The good old days. Wee Chung Wan. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah. All right. Well, you know, enough of that nonsense. Oh, what would you guys think, you know, about watching Better Off Dead? That's one to throw the hat in, I think. No response. Except from you, Juno. When we were talking about Linklater last night, I would definitely do a watch party for Slacker and
Suburbia.
Boyhood. Boyhood's fucking long. It's like at least 3 hours. But it's fucking great. It's really good. Although we could do the other Suburbia movie too. It's all
it's the link. It's Richard Linklater's Suburbia, not Penelope
yeah.
Schiffer's movie.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. You know, the other Suburbia. Not...
It's confusing because like they're both titled Suburbia.
It's not confusing because all you got to think of is that there's the Suburbia and then Suburbia. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but it's just 2 suburban names. Like you just have to put the year.
I don't have to because I know which ones I'm talking about. Just saying. No, not Suburban Commando. I would never do that. You know.
No, I'd rather watch Steel than see that movie ever again.
I'd almost be tempted to watch Steel Magnolias over Suburban Commando. You know.
Well, that's a good movie.
Fried green tomatoes.
That's another good one too.
Man, if we could fucking find Teenage Frankenstein and Werewolf, I would do those, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And come on, Kino, get those released. Or
Somebody
Arrow
fucking
Video.
needs to. I tell
Someone
you.
should get that released. Like anybody that gets contact with Arrow Video or Kino, let them get them released. Those two classics: Teenage Frankenstein, Teenage Werewolf.
I mean, I wouldn't care if they were like two movies on like one. I just they just need a good proper release. You know.
I personally don't give a shit if it doesn't have features. Like, just give us a good print of both movies. That's it.
Right.
I don't give a crap about even reversible artwork. I don't give a crap. I just want them to get like nice remastered release,
Just
like
get
physical copies to own them.
The only thing that they could put in it that would be good is like a Michael Landon wig. That would be good.
Yeah. And also include like a poster of both movies, two posters included to put in your wall.
But yeah, so if everybody wants to get ready, I was just kind of killing some time for Schultze to get back and stuff. But we can get this started in like a couple of minutes. So, anybody? No Better Off Dead? Nobody? Bueller?
Suburbia? For Boyhood? Dark Knight? Wait, that's automatic.
Well, yeah, that's already a given. Man, this is a tough crowd tonight. Where the hell is Brook Sauce? No Brook Sauce here.
What?
Come all the way to YouTube and Brook Sauce isn't here.
Yep. Yeah, you can even ask suggestions too. Okay? Yeah, we got. Even when I do streams like Texas, like you even give me some suggestions of what movies you want to do. Oh, if we want to do Jason Goes to Hell, I don't mind that. Piece of shit.
You can do that shit. I'm not doing that stuff on my channel.
I'm giving a guess because nobody's not saying anything, so I'm giving a guess.
I boycott, these movies that everybody shows like every year 5,000 times.
If I want to do The Exorcist, I'll do it. I'm like Beetlejuice. I've seen it a million times.
I mean, I don't, there's a few things I don't mind. But like, I know, like, as far as like Valentine's Day is going to go, there's going to be like at least, 50 viewings of My Bloody Valentine. So it's like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I'll do it. We're going to be watching the uncut version.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with Jason Goes to Hell, Z. I'm not, I want to do, stuff that, people haven't necessarily seen.
The thing that I'm actually looking forward that one and Jason X are getting 4K, so I'm excited for those. I'm excited to get those. I picked up the remake.
Yes, Chelsea, that's what we're doing. Little girl goes down the lane. I've been stalling here so you could get back. So, but I'm going to start this in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah. I would even not mind doing Jason X. Do me all you want, but I I enjoy it. I have fun with it. To me, it's better than Jason Takes Manhattan, in my opinion.
I I did decide that during Christmas I'm going to show Batman this year because we didn't get a chance to watch it last year. So
That's a good one. Yeah,
yeah, so
Batman.
that one's way ahead of schedule, but there we go.
Yeah, we could also do the Crying Game on my channel. A lot of people don't know that movie, but I'm giving some suggestion too to
Right.
everybody that whoever wants to see anything. If you want to see a John Woo movie, even like one of the movies they had, the older movies they had with Xiao Yun Fat, we can watch those kind of foreign movies.
He's in a new movie right now called Chinatown 1900, which
Mm.
I want to see.
We even watch some. I could even watch some martial art movies. Like that's something like we can watch anything, folks. Yeah, it's not just it's not just only horror movies that we both like to watch. Like we like all this different kind of titles. But yeah, is anybody one better off dead? After shit bad. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell, 4K, and Jason X. Yep, I'm picking those up. Like I rather own Jason Goes to Hell than Halloween. Better off bread.
Yeah.
You know, ready to go? Or
Yeah, I'm just
we're
trying to.
waiting for Shelty.
But he's here. I'm just trying to get him. He doesn't know how to do like a lot of this, so I'm trying to help him
Mhm.
out with this. Z, if you don't mind, if you could you post the look movie link again for me if possible, in case he wants to use that or if he doesn't, or whatever. I know it's not trying to have an awkward silence. I'm just trying to help Schultz out so he can watch the movie with us and whatnot. So
Yeah, no problem.
butter off bread, yeah.
Well, Rosie voted for that movie, so
There we
she
go. So
mentioned
there's
that
the look
movie.
movie link if you want to use that, Schulte. That's our main go-to because we can't show the movie here or the channel gets taken down and shit. So so that's basically what we do. Everybody just sort of if we have a free YouTube movie link, we usually post that or whatever. I try to find, stuff that people may, whatever streaming things people might have, if it's available on there and whatnot. And then if not, we use the look movie link and things
Hmm.
of that sort. So it's not as complicated as it sounds, but it can be. when you're searching for a movie like. Also, unless you actually own a physical copy of it too, sometimes we'll watch our own and things of that sort. So that's the way we do. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get us started and everything. So if everybody get ready, and I'm gonna start the countdown, and then if anybody needs like a Terrence stamp, during the movie, just let me know.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Press play, bitches.
All right, press play, bitches. The heels. So yeah, this was like they said this was some kind of weird a Canadian and French production or something like that. There she is wearing this ridiculous coat. Okay, cool. Schultze, glad you got everything. Rosie, I can't spoil that. This is your movie. Stuff.
What? Trick or treat. It's Halloween there, lady. Why aren't you out trick or treating?
So we have Martin, I'm a Predator Sheen in this movie, but he's not a real one, but Lizzo Borden, yeah, Jodie Firestarter, exactly. I'm not spoiling nothing.
Hey, father, you got company. I've seen you around, but we never met, have we? Yeah, you just came over from England, right? They don't celebrate Halloween in England? Oh, it's a big day here when all the kids get dressed up in scary costumes and masks. Go around all the houses. When you're at the door, they shout trick or treat. You're supposed to act scared. Don't give them a treat. Pull some dirty trick on you. You mean to tell me no trick or treaters will be by here tonight? Well, there will be. My two kids will be along here any minute. One's a green skeleton, the other's a Frankenstein monster. What's considered a treat? Oh, candy, popcorn, gum, anything like that. You like a piece of cake? But that's your birthday cake. Should cut it just for them.
Clarice, the early years, yeah.
Smokes French cigarette. All right about the French cigarette? Where's the cigarette? Oh, is it there? Oh, he's in the study working. Oh, yeah. Poet. My mother says he's a poet. Whatever my mother says, automatically must be true. It dare not be. My mother's a real estate lady that leased this place to you and your boss.
Yeah, that's right, Todd. 76 was a good year because she was in this and Taxi Driver. Here's my obscene question of the night, everybody. So, who played the better prostitute, Jodie Foster or Brooke Shields? And that's Brooke Panty Shields, by the way.
So I have 14. I'll bet you write poetry too. I like to read your poems sometimes. Just you and your father, Victor? And I'll bet this is his favorite chair. Yeah. What do you got there? What is that, a hamster? Oh, let me see. I just want to see. What's his name? Gordon. Gordon? Yeah. Did you tell your father? No, not when he's working. You're a very pretty girl, you know that?
Yes, that is Jodie Foster Schultz.
Pretty hair. Pretty girl like you. Your birthday and all.
Martin Short was so fucking creepy in this film. It's just like, damn, you know, his hair, you know, if he probably got to an open flame, he'd, you know, burst and stuff. Yeah, fall right into that turntable there. You more.
Birthday game. Nothing I got two kids of my own. Here they come down here. Well, thank you for the treat. No, trick on you guys. Hello, boys. Hey, Father, I'm sorry I missed you. Happy birthday!
Oh yeah, she was definitely. And also Todd, also 76, you know, she was in Bugsy Malone. So you got 3 movies there, you know. So she did definitely fairly well that year. Jodie Foster Grants, yeah.
Jacob's Lester and Jacob's Twin. That's what you call a joint. Sign here, please. Have you got your key? You've been looking into one of these booths. Let
Yes, no, thank you.
That banker lady, man, look at her hair. It's like, Jesus.
She's a good. My father has an account. Lester Jacobs. Next, please. Can I have that paper with my signature? Thank you.
Martin Sheen killed Richard Gere's gerbils grandfather. Spoiler. And here's our first appearance of Gladys Kravitz. Not the Gladys Kravitz, but close enough. Richard Gere's throwing he's making some movies every once in a while, not a whole lot lately like he used to, but
How are you two getting along? Everything all right? Yes, it's fine. You do remember me? I'm Cora Hallett. Your father leased this house from me. Yeah, I remember you. With this company. My father. This belongs to you. Table and braided rug belong over there. Oh, it's how I'm supposed to live like. Is that it? I keep forgetting to ask him for a one for me. I love you, signed father. That's simple. We don't see much of you two in the village.
yeah, she's a real bitch. Yeah.
If I'm gonna afford it. Nobody gonna rush it to my father. I don't know about those grades. I can get my father. I think it's the jelly glasses. As long as I can remember, the owners and I have made jelly out of those grapes. The glasses are in the cellar. Father's not home? No, oh, that's too bad. I was having a little gathering at my house and I was looking at, seeing the village. Village in New York. When I was outside, I could have sworn I heard voices. Hebrew. You should think French would be more help. Or Italian. Lord knows I know them around these days.
She's learning Hebrew so she can start a cult and kill goats and things like that.
In the village these days.
Yep.
From London. Yeah. The door closes. Well, you can take it with you if you like. Father's doing it. I'm going. And you. My son's children tell me you gave him some birthday cake the other night. He came inside the house. My son. Your father. Your father was here that evening. He was in a study. Working in Canterbury study. Since that evening, my son's been away. No. Nothing back in life? If my son should come back and your father isn't here, it might be better if you didn't let him in.
Well, he didn't ask my permission.
I hope you didn't intend that, so it's a rule.
I'll tell my father you said not to let your son inside the door.
That won't be necessary.
Maybe I don't understand what you want, Mrs. Howard.
One thing I certainly do not want is to go on and on about something that doesn't matter in the slightest. Well, I think the jelly dog. We'll get to that.
Son says I have free will. Did he tell you that?
We'll get the glasses. They're in the cell. We'll move this table so I can get the robot and raise the trap door.
My father and I like to table readings.
But the glasses are in the cellar.
I'll get them for you later, Mrs. Howard.
Move the table.
This is my house.
You are an extraordinarily rude little girl. You're going to do exactly as I say.
Last week you took the only disgrace we had in the crowd house. And you never asked if you might. You just walked bang into my house.
This is not your house.
My house.
Least. French in school.
15 means I have no rights, is that it?
13 means you should be in school.
And we have Ashton Luck in the house.
Ashton.
Study
Not
hall.
Ashton.
So happens I'm a member. School. Where's your father? Exactly where.
Having lunch.
He's home. What's his name? Your father will telephone the moment he comes back. It's not understood.
Well, that was awkward. That's true, Rosie.
And I like Jodie Foster. She's a good actress.
Oh yeah, she's great. You know, when she was in
There's
college,
also
she went to France, you know, and you know, she learned French. She made this one movie that I saw that was all in French. She was great in it.
was she speaking French in it, or
Yeah.
or was it dubbed?
No, she spoke it herself.
I liked her in that movie Panic Room. David Fincher's Panic Room. Did you ever see that one?
Which one?
Panic Room.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. It's a good one.
That's a really that's an underrated one.
Yeah. Forrest Whitaker and Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight Yoakam, Jared Leto, Kristen Stewart, and Jodie Foster's the lead in that one.
That's true. That's true, Todd. He says
Pretty
that
good.
Jodie Foster is one of the greats. She has so many fantastic films to her name. She even shines in mediocre films. That's true. Apparently, she's a huge fan of Team America, so that's pretty endearing to me. I
That's
think
cool.
it's great. Yeah,
She probably likes it more. That's cool that she gave it more two thumbs up than
yeah,
Cisco and Ebert. And she was also in the Elysium movie, which was like the second Neil Blanca movie in that District 9 series. Even though they were not connected, but I just call them like the Neil Blanca trilogy.
right.
Yeah, Elysium's like the one with Matt Damon, and she's like the owner of the Elysium place. Like that was cool to see her in that movie. I got to see that in theaters. It seemed like a movie that nobody really liked that movie. They were either disappointed or some people didn't care for it, but it wasn't boring or anything. I mean, it was better. It was better than Interstellar. To me, Elysium was a badass movie. But I like that trilogy. District 9, Elysium, and then also Chappie's a good one.
I'm not laughing at it. My father says that most people who say they like poetry only pretend to like it. You're honest. He's your favorite poet. My father. Emily Dickinson's my favorite.
They should have had what's his name in this role, Joe Spinell. You know.
Yep. He was doing Rock. Wasn't he doing the Rocky movie around this time? The first one? And the
Yeah.
second?
I'm glad you came by. Yeah, me too. Well, to tell you the truth,
Todd said he saw it in the theaters too, and Elysium is a very underrated film.
Yeah.
you don't want to buy a wrap. If me and my father buy a wrap.
Well, she's probably right in a way, Schulte, but I mean, like Martin Scorsese wasn't too thrilled with superhero movies either. Yeah, the original Freaky Friday. Yeah, she was in, and she was good in that.
Yeah, Foxes. Remember that? That's another movie that she's in.
Yeah, she was fantastic in that. A lot of drab, weather in this film.
Yep.
Sarah's in the house. She's the master of all movies, Presswood DVD collector.
Hey there.
I can't remember if the OG was 76 or if it was 77, but it was near there. Well, happy birthday on Friday, sir.
Yeah, happy early birthday, sir. Yeah, I don't blame Jodie Foster seeing a few years ago. The superhero movies are destroying the planet. Yep. I think after Endgame, I feel like they went through a horse's ass train wreck route. They've been launching dog shit after another. But they're like the only good superhero movie, Deadpool, Wolverine. That's it. But
Like me, I can't imagine my favorite. My father and I love this stuff. No, I think you'll like it. Our lease is for 3 years. Leases have been known to be broken.
This woman is like, I mean, Gladys Kravitz was actually like a saint compared to this bitch.
yeah, 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 Todd. It is. That's the problem with it is that they kind of just force stupid humor and forceful comedy and woke message around it instead of just being a fucking on point badass movie with a straightforward story, not an overlong 2 hour and a half bullshit movie. I think you would have better superhero movies nowadays.
I agree with you, Todd, about that.
Because another thing that's also bad about those movies is that they take fucking forever for anything to happen. And sometimes they put like stupid ass humor in it that isn't even funny. It's just forceful shit that they come out of their own asses to think, oh, it's funny. And also like not really strong characters. They just, oh, let's put this shitty character. Like what they did with She-Hulk, that was fucking stupid.
All she had to do was crack that bitch over the head with a chair that they had.
Yep.
The hamster runs, the hamster is celebrating the death of that woman, Mrs. Halibut. There we go. She's just a schemer and a dreamer, you know. That's okay. I mean, the weird deal is that, you know, okay, she wants these jars to make jelly out of them, and then so it's in. They're all in a basement of a house that she's leasing. You know, if she had any brains, she wouldn't have had them there. You know, and then she's bitching about the lids and everything too. You know, this is like kind of this music is kind of weird for like, you know, this scene because it's almost like it's got this like kind of groove to it. You know, and it's like, oh, where do the horns come in? You know, where's that jazzy feel? You know. Yeah, got car now. Oh no, she's gonna try to figure out how to get rid of the car. She's gonna find a way to get rid of that old bag's body. Yes, put the umbrella behind the cushions and the couch. That's the best idea. Cinnabon. Come on, you're 13. Don't you know how to drive a car? Yeah. Yeah, just flood that engine. There you go. Here, let me see if I can put these rocket boosters on.
Rocket booster. $13 on it. People to get shit. The young get ass. Fuck either way.
Saturday, I'm putting on a magic son of Rick's kid's birthday.
So he just said that he's basically a crippled magician, you know.
My neighbor's supposed to take me. My father's really counting on it being at the station when we get sent. If we get to take it, I can pay it.
Hey, remember you got a chip too? Come under the skin. Sick or something?
School stultified, right?
Edward Fairlawn, yeah.
Old lady Alex. It's a beauty. Only 34,000 miles out. I ought to know. My father has a service station.
He's letting me close. He's letting my phone. He's fine. Wanna come back up? Please? I need your help.
Well, they hit it off well. It's okay. You know, Schulte, I can't argue with you on that point. I mean, you know, if you remember the show Welcome Back, Cotter, you know, they had a couple of, you know, women on there, and there was this one redhead, Deborah Lee Scott, and then there was this blonde. Can't remember her name, but I remember reading like this an interview with the blonde, and Robert Hyges, the guy that played Epstein, said they always called her Bullet because anytime they went to do, you know, a scene and they said action, her nipples would automatically get hard, so they called her Bullet. Yeah, no, he disappeared. I'm just kidding. No, that's Scott Jacoby. He was in a made-for-TV movie called Bad Ronald, and he was in a few other things as well. Yeah, Roxy Totsy. There you go. See, I wouldn't have even remembered that. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, definitely a strange neighborhood, Chelsea. And I have a lovely 16-minute ad here. I'm waiting. Beast game. Oh, thank you. Mario the Magician. There we go. He's back.
Ah, come on. Tell Tucker he can take He's coming anyway. Look, I'll talk to you later, okay? You don't have any brothers and sisters. You're a regular hippie.
See, like he's a magician, but she's a fucking wizard. I mean, you got a murderer and you got, you know, a car thief, you know, learning Hebrew, you know, living alone, all sorts of, you know, spectacular things that this kid does.
Yeah.
Hey, they're having chiletas, man.
Is that so surprised?
Damn, she's a chef.
Start treating you like a person. That's not honest. You may be smart, but you're stupid. I go down the house and take him down to the station. See, trick and magic to do the one thing so simple and so obvious that no one ever thinks of. Now, you see, what's simpler than putting the car back? Did anyone see you take a photo of your You think I want to get busted for ripping off old lady Helen's most prized possession? No, you ain't just me. Did you look at the cardboard? You should have put them through all the channels. I'm sitting there in your bed. If you ever goddamn well, I ain't actually able to see what I'm doing. I gotta be careful. Now, I may not go behind this but one thing I do know. Why would Mrs. Howard put her own keys through every goddamn office in the house? She wouldn't. She'd keep her keys. they do whatever she wants. I feel like some more. This is pretty bad. Doesn't even unscrew. I'm wrecking everything. Still in trouble, though. Just like goddamn ass. What the heck? Tell me what the hell is going on.
Charlize Theron, yeah.
You don't trust me? Should we say
Lamb chop.
I've never said that. You ever stayed alone before? Like all those times you smoked? Aren't you scared? You know, last week I was I mean, it can happen. You know, you gotta know something. Thanks. You know, with me, you gotta know. Hey, that's me.
Yeah, he's gonna, probably eventually burn down some sort of warehouse and collect the insurance for throwing fireballs. You know.
You don't even trust me with your rent. It looks like a rent. You got any pets? No, just my parents, which I'm watering regularly. Uh-oh.
Sounds like a lamb chop. The puppet, yeah, lamb chop.
Polio shots. See, I have so many brothers and sisters that my mother forgot who did and who didn't. Okay, now I want to keep all of it. We have some guys from the car. Did you leave any fingerprints? Let's go. No fingerprints. All right, just go back. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall now make an automobile.
Yeah, that is a cute outfit on her.
Okay, you ready? I don't think. Here we go. 1, 2.
Yeah, Mario should have changed his name to Jack D. Ripper. Hotel Rwanda.
Well, Mary fucking.
He took the penguin's umbrella. What the hell? Yeah, he's a trip, that's for sure.
Justice for drinking there? No respect for the respect. You want respect?
And tricks are for kids, you know.
You better fall. How many places here? 1, 2.
You know, like I said, this guy he's not bad in this role, but like I said, I think Spinell would have been better. I mean, Spinell should have been in a lot more stuff.
Yep.
Dead Pit did this. They had to tape it, but they had a thing with Dave Gregory, the guy who owns Severin, and this guy Michael Felcher that does a lot of the 4K scans for some of the stuff that's been coming out, like that Trick or Treat and all that, you know. But they asked, you know, the Dave Gregory stuff was really interesting because I guess he kind of got his start in Anchor Bay, and then he started Severin, his own company and everything. But it was really interesting, some of the things they said, and they talked about, you know, Spinell and how he was really trying to, you know, come out with I mean, which he did. I mean, the last, you know, horror show, but you know, he was trying to make it into like Maniac 2 and all that, you know.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing, like you said, Rosie, like used to be like getting prizes and cereals, you know, like when you tell your mom, "Oh, get me this," are you sure you're gonna eat it? You really weren't. You just wanted the fucking prize in it, and then it turned out that the prize was a piece of shit, you know.
A piece of shit. Thanks.
Like clubbing it around, you know. So they have a good dynamic, though. That's one good thing, you know. Oh boy, here's the pervert. No, you may not.
Famous jelly jars. Hello. Only 2 for dinner? Give us a light time.
Just like burn his eyebrows off, you know.
I'll get it.
You got a spoon that changed colors more. I can't even remember, like, I mean, remember, Rosie, when I told you about that one cereal called Freakies, and you never remembered what it was, but they used to have like little plastic, you know, figures of like the characters from that. I remember that stuff. I don't remember much else, you know. Now it's just probably like you get a Cinnabon coupon or, you know, a Violet Crack or something, you know.
Yes, I love gold.
Wow, crack.
Yeah.
That would be something.
Look at that sadistic bastard, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, no shit.
Stairs and medicine. I know you wrapped this up. I want to know what you thought. What do you tell me this time? Do you have dinner here? Do you have dinner here, son? Yep. Just you and Pretty Rim?
Oh, I fell asleep. Yeah? Upstairs. Know where I was? Who is it? Mario Podesta. Mario Podesta. Oh, yeah. I've seen you hopping around. My uncle's a cop. Yeah. He was just here. Why was he here? He's coming back. Yeah. Tell me. He said you called him about your mother. He said you might come out here looking for her. Why might your mother be here? Unless, of course, you ran off with your mother, which has happened.
She's not here.
That was from the Johnny Place. The other day, you said you didn't have a boyfriend.
Yes.
Are you a boyfriend? Yes. Told me no boyfriend. She's very young. Do you know how old she was? 15. Don't you know any girls your own age? Every girl is your age.
Jelly glasses.
What about?
You can take them.
Perhaps your mother came by, but you went home.
I was here all the time.
Oh, I need to watch that new season when it comes out. You know, well, it's good. Wrestling's fun. You know.
Yeah, I'll do it right now. No car. See, I walked here tonight.
They brought back Dark Side of the Ring.
It's coming out. Yeah.
What do you want?
I'm glad it's better because I thought it was gone or some shit because it hasn't been. It's been over a year since the last season.
Yeah, he was amazing in Apocalypse. Now, there's a lot of things though that I actually liked him in Badlands with him and Sissy Spacek, and there's actually a made-for-TV movie that he did with Linda Blair called Sweet Hostage, where like he kidnaps Linda Blair and then she kind of gets that, what do they call it, Stockholm syndrome. She doesn't want to leave him and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He you know, I think he and Emilio are really good actors. Charlie, you know, is kind of so, you know. Him and his tiger blood.
He's like a fucking weirdo.
You want to help me? Do you want to help me, son?
But
yeah, sweet and sour.
yeah, it was pretty good in The Departed. That Scorsese movie, The Departed.
Yeah.
Where he's like he's like the police chief in that one. I like that part where he's like trying to like stop Leo DiCaprio and Mark Wahlberg from arguing and trying to fist fight each other. And he's like breaking them apart. That scene is fucking awesome.
Wow, he just called him a womp. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't know this movie was going to be so racialist.
Yeah, Martin Sheen is a good actor.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. You know.
I know you didn't like this movie, but I did not mind him in The Dead Zone. I know because you don't like that movie, but I like him and Christopher Walken in that movie. Because I know like the movie wasn't adapted that well into the movie.
Oh, I mean, their acting in it is great. It's just that, like I said, they totally ruined.
Because I know it's a
lot
movie.
of it, you know?
I know you said that it's a movie you're not a big fan of or something. That's fine. But I like Martin Sheen in that one.
Yeah, Departed is great. I mean, you know, I always like to watch The Departed and like No Country for Old Men is like a double feature.
Yep.
He did perfect when he took that file and pulled that tablecloth off everything, you know, it was perfect. they're going to use a candle walking down to that basement. Should have just used an old kerosene lamp.
Well, yeah, Apocalypse Now. I liked him in that movie with Marlon Brando.
If you really want to see a real shitty Marlon Brando movie, watch Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh, that one with him and Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
They're like assholes. They're both assholes to each other on set of the movie.
Yeah. Terrence Stamp is 52-55.
Match made in hell. Didn't they do like a documentary about that one?
Yeah. It's there's a documentary because the guy that was directing it, he got shit canned, but like Brando didn't want to fucking work. You know, he would just be, and then he would tell people, well, you don't have to do anything. Just sit around. So they're like fucking hemorrhaging all this fucking money, and he's not doing jack shit, and stuff.
Yeah. It's just what makes it also worse is that because he's an because people say he's an asshole to work with, but they also put another asshole, which is Val Kilmer. So it's like two actors that are hard working with other actors made.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
Duos made in hell.
Hey, Kayla, thanks. I appreciate you stopping in and everything. We're watching this crazy ass movie and we're talking all sorts of ridiculous stuff about it. But I mean, I hope you're doing well and stuff. And Kayla always, everybody should check out her channel. You guys, when you get a chance, she has a gaming channel and stuff in there. Every time I go in there, she sings "All My Exes Live in Texas." So apparently, I'm one of her exes, but don't tell anybody that.
He did Goodfellas. Yeah. That movie also ends with a Sid Vicious song, which is badass. Goodfellas.
It's cool, Schulte. We did on Sean's channel. We did the Elephant Man, but I'll probably do some of his films. But yeah, definitely he was a master at what he did, definitely. Marlon Brando. After I saw Rita Moreno's biopic, not biopic, but her the documentary on her life and stuff, she actually had an affair going on with Marlon Brando, and he was a piece of shit. He abused her a lot, and then he made her get an abortion and shit. And so fuck Brando. Fuck him. I lost all respect for him for that. Yeah, I love Blue Velvet. Traveler's checks. I don't leave home without them. American Express. Yeah, I remember that, Schultze, how Brando's son was killed that dude, and then didn't he have, I think eventually he killed himself or some shit. It's a possibility, Rosie. I wouldn't doubt it. There was this Netflix show, Hollywood or something, that was based on this guy, Scotty. I can't remember his last name, but he wrote this tell-all book about all these stars in Hollywood, and basically this dude worked at a gas station, and all these like men and that worked there, they were you know basically renting themselves out to men and or women and stuff like that. And then they did he did a documentary on the guy, and it was funny because they show up, these people would show up for like a book signing or something, and this one guy, I mean, it was kind of ridiculous because this one guy wants to get his book signed, but he goes up to him and he says, "Why would you say such hateful things about these people and all that?" And he's like, "Well, they're dead, And he goes, "I never said anything about them when they were alive, and now that they're all gone, I can come out and say the truth." Well, I mean, I can respect Brando for like the movies that he did until he got, old and, thought he was
God.
like the best fucking thing ever, and like, oh, I don't have to really work. They can just fucking pay me to sit around, and stuff. Yeah,
That's
there's a
why
whole big deal. There's like
he's yeah, because he's one of those most asshole actors out there.
it was like these dudes were like earning, all sorts of money, like doing things, just, you know, there's a lot I could say about it, but I don't want to spend the whole stream by talking the rest
Yeah,
about this guy's fucking book and everything. But I mean, I don't know. There was one deal where he said he was at some, he went swimming over, I think, at Ava Gardner's place or something, some woman star, and he was screwing her. And I don't know if she was with Sinatra yet then, but like there was a lot of just like really fucked up stuff talking about like Catherine Hepburn and how like she was a lesbian, and then she was having an affair with Spencer Tracy, and then like Spencer Tracy thought he was like he thought he himself might be gay, and then and then so then he and that guy, they went off somewhere, and then he was just like, well, Spencer Tracy thought he was gay. He got undressed in front of me, and then, well, he's just like, what am I doing? I'm not gay. And he goes, no, I don't think you're gay. And then it was like, that was it. It was just so fucking weird. It's like, okay. Yeah, that's true. He was a mess. Arteritis. That's a great name. And first time
I need
seeing
their
you
heart
here,
first.
welcome, and stuff.
But yeah,
And I think,
Brando. Yeah, Brando. He's up there with actors that are kind of assholes to other actors. Like that's why they put him in that Doctor Monroe movie because he was put in that movie because guess what? Val Kilmer's another asshole too. So like they put him with another asshole, so he has to deal with another asshole worker. That's like him.
and then it's like, Jodie said he was probably one of the only people who can say he slept with Marilyn Monroe and Richard Pryor. True, but Brando was a slut. I wish I
Yep.
could remember. I wish I could remember that name of that documentary and that guy's book, because I mean it's pretty interesting, but it's just the way the guy was so aloof about like all this stuff. He's like, oh well, I gave Walter Pigeon a blowjob, and I'm just like, the fuck, yeah.
That sounds
And
like
that was
some
like when he was working at the
Diddy party.
fucking, working
That
at the
sounds like
fucking
some.
gas station and stuff.
Yeah,
It's just like, what,
that sounds like some Diddy party. That sounds like some Diddy party
Oh,
cult
there was all
shit.
sorts of fucked up stuff. Like, I mean, I'm just like, okay,
Like what the fuck did Diddy was associated with them?
probably would have, who knows?
I associated with them. That's why he created the Diddy party.
So now they're gonna, bury the bodies here in the
Yeah,
backyard. You get kind of getting off the subject, the
yeah.
film.
I
It's
wouldn't be
raining
surprised if they.
again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if anybody comes out because, like, I bet, like, they, cause, back in the day, they didn't say that, oh, you were gay or not, but I feel like everybody tried it out because, when you're famous, you're not going to get any backlash because you're doing it behind everybody's back
Well, there was one of the
when
things
they do
was
parties.
the well, there's a lot of that stuff. I mean, the guy mentioned that, that you know, um, this one director, George Cukor, would have these, big lavish parties. And then when the main guests all went home, there were all these like rent boys that stayed behind for all the gay male guests and stuff like that. What the fuck? Yeah, I wouldn't want to know that either. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, he liked to do, well, he liked some of that shit in his party, so he did that a lot.
But I mean, back then, when you had all the tabloids and stuff back then, more or less, they cooperated with a lot of the stars and shit like that. Not as like it is now, where everything is so sensationalized. Yeah, I could. Uh, I would consider doing, Dune.
The
I've
original,
already got some things like scheduled, but I mean, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, that's fine, Chelsea.
the David Lynch movie.
Yeah, Mario's getting a bath from Jodie.
Yeah, Mamma Mia, I'm getting a pie with Jodie.
Martin Sheen's trying to become an obscene
Yeah,
bug caller.
Scott.
Hey, Scott, what's happening, brother? He ate donuts, cookies, strawberries, shrimp fried rice, and egg rolls. Well, that's a good meal.
That's a good. That's some delicious food right there.
Yep. The party never starts until Shamarlos gets in.
Yeah. He always explains the delicious foods that he always eats a lot. They're really good.
Oh yeah, Mulholland Drive is great. Oh yeah, that's right. The deal is with this is that he got pneumonia from being in that fucking rain and stuff.
Would it be so terrible if you didn't go and your parents did find out about us? Well, the Rondos. Like this is my father.
Yeah, I well, actually, yeah, I'd seriously consider doing The Departed, Chester. Juno, it looks like, if we get all these movies going, you're going to have to perform some, do some on your channel. I don't know if I can handle that whole workload. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could do the part, and I'll do Goodfellas. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. I know a Bronx Tale. I would like to do that one. That's one of my
Bronx
personal
Tale, yeah,
favorites.
I love that movie.
That's one of my favorites to watch all the time.
Well, it looks like his uncle's got this striking redhead with him. Better red than dead.
Hi. Just making myself. All right. Thanks. No.
What are you waiting for? Does make you sound like a smart ass, doesn't it?
Oh, no. Ben, I don't believe what you was happening.
Huh?
No, you're gonna tell me everything you're working on.
He was this afternoon, exactly.
He was.
I'm dressing upstairs.
I've been here 3 times. Each time I notice how good you are. Where you speak. Be careful. Too goddamn careful.
I believe he's upstairs. I understand. Telling you the truth all the time. My father. Maybe you don't understand about who was a drug addict. Dylan Thomas drank himself to death. Sylvia Plath took her own life.
Your father.
Well, sometimes my father goes into his room and wants to keep something like this drawer.
Sometimes he goes into his office, he locks the door, and he says, well, I don't know if I'm a well man.
Father, I like you to help us I told you.
I'm from Leicester. Get fucked. Good night. Fuck off. Yeah, you missed it. You didn't see the hamster killing? Yeah, he was sticking the fucking cigarette in it and then he threw it in the fireplace and all. What the hell? Where'd you go? Was there a time-space continuum? Did you jump through and you missed it? Damn it all to hell. Yes, he killed the hamster. That was the nephew pretending to be the father.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it's Leatherface. Oh, here we go with the nudity. You know, everybody turn away so you don't, you know.
Gentlemen never say. Well, maybe in England, but never set up.
You're welcome, Schultze. No problem. Snacking. You know. The nude scene was her 21-year-old sister. I'm just reclaiming that, so that wasn't, you know, breaking any sort of, you know, predatory, you know, child labor laws or anything of the sort. The only one that was breaking any predatory laws was Martin Sheen. No, just kidding. I don't want Martin Sheen, you know, to find out and think that I was blaming him for something that he actually never did do. I mean, she's supposed to be 13, but she's acting more like a, you know, 33-year-old woman. You know. How could you resist those charms? I'm just kidding. Stop. Juno, get that look off your face.
What?
Just kidding.
Hey, I ain't no piece of shit. Fuck those motherfuckers, man. That's right, fuck Francis fucking Polo, because that motherfucker defends a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Even though I do like Apocalypse Now, but I still think the director is a scumbag. So fuck
Well,
him.
at least Megalopolis didn't get shit, you know.
Yeah, and nobody
I mean,
remembers shit
that trailer
after,
when I
like,
saw it, I thought, man, this is such an overindulgent piece of shit, you know. And they're saying, oh, it's his opus and all this kind of shit. Bullshit.
yeah, it's just pretentious bullshit. And the only thing I remember, because I saw the movie on Nook Movie, is John Voight shooting arrows at Aubrey Plaza chest and shooting an arrow in Child LaBeouf's ass. They were like in the middle of fucking. So John Voight killing Child LaBeouf with an arrow up his ass. That's it. That's the only thing I remember from Metropolis.
I'd like, you know, I
'Cause
mean, I wouldn't mind shooting an arrow in Aubrey Plaza's ass, but I mean, it's just me.
when it was not her ass, it was Child LaBeouf's ass.
No, I know, but he's like in drag or some shit in that movie. I heard, and I'm just like, what? You know?
That's like the only I remember, but that's it. Everything else, I don't remember jack shit because it was too damn boring. And of course, you got Adam Driver in there, which I don't give a shit about that actor. I think that's one of the most boring motherfuckers ever out there.
I'm just
Especially
saying, though.
asleep. But
You're like a
yeah.
speed watcher, Schultze. Man, we're not even done with it. You know, it was done very good, though. Yes. Well, Jimmy, we should go tomorrow, or you can, you know, let's go now. I mean, well, after the movie, come on by. You know.
Megatropolis, that's in mega shit Opolis.
Yeah.
Mega shit. Because it's a mega shit movie with a long, forgettable storyline. That I don't even hear anybody even talking about that damn movie. So
Yeah, I know. Well, see that.
it went and go. It just went and go. That was
Thankfully,
it. Like
you know.
like Because that movie bombs. So like, of course, Andy. I
Oh,
mean,
now I
not of
see
course, I mean,
why Jimmy wants a strawberry
hey,
milkshake and stuff. She didn't even eat that food, man. What a waste.
yeah, Coppola's not gonna do another movie because the movie bombs. So like, yeah, I don't want to see another movie with him.
They did really good though, with like the shots of the scenery and everything. Plop Dead Fred. That's one I've considered actually doing a watch party for, is Drop Dead Fred. My favorite line is when the little girl has that fucking her mother reads her that story and she's like, "What a pile of shit," you know. Awesome.
Ah, but shit.
A fish called Wanda. Yeah.
Yeah, Coppola, he ain't gonna direct another movie after that shit.
Hold on one second. This is a good young teen, even this isn't like a teen love story, but this one kind of is. Robbie Benson and Glennis are kind of doing a pretty decent one. Kind of highly underrated and stuff. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Well, there goes, I guess, Mark Sheen breaking into the house, you know. Not only is he a child predator, but he's a he knows a lot about B&E, you know. You killed my mother, you know. Where's Hervé Villachez when we need him? You know, we just need him as comic relief to run in. The plane. Oh, sorry, wrong show. Yep, the creep in the cellar. Hamster killer. A mother for a hamster. Bring out your dead. Oh yeah, the raffle's going on. I wonder if she'll win. It's funny he keeps wearing these fucking turtlenecks, you know. It just reminds me of fucking Kurt Dulla from, you know, Black Christmas.
I'd call a locksmith. Perhaps on the chair.
Damn, look at that. He's trying to grope her and stuff. Wow. Man.
I enjoy figuring them out.
We'll enjoy figuring them out on their long winter nights together. Oh, that's pretty fucking bold. It is kind of funny, yes. You know.
No.
Yeah, she did win. Look at that. He just threw that cigarette, like, didn't even, like, in an ashtray or nothing. He's trying to sit down the house down. Yeah. Hamsters. Oh, shit. He's going to play something backwards. Yeah. Don't do it. So he's going to get slick with this tea, though. Green eggs and hamster, yeah. Well, whatever they don't show, I'll tell you, like, you know, because there's not. Sure, why not? I'll explain it afterwards, Shelby, and I'll tell you what the deal was. But yeah, a lot of films were weird though.
So you remember.
It's all good. So basically, what they don't explain, but what I read was that her father, he was really sick, and he winds up at one point. One of the reasons why they moved there or something was because she had this over dominating like mother and real abusive, and she left them. Then the mother came back, and I think this is when they were still in England or whatever. And so father winds up, poisoning her just like she did to Martin Sheen. But her father was real sick, so at one point when they got there, he he killed himself by going into the ocean, and stuff. They don't really explain that or anything or really even mention it, but that's supposedly like what went on. So that hopefully that kind of sums it up, what everything. But it's always kind of fun to watch some movie and then after it ends you're trying like, what the fuck did I just watch? You're like, okay. You're welcome, Rosie. No problem. Zodiac, it was fun. It was a good time as always.
Yep.
Anyway. But yeah, so there we go. Yeah, you're welcome, Todd. I'm glad you joined us tonight and everything. It was Rosie's choice, so there we go. And so down the road in a few weeks, that other one that you wanted to see, Rosie, Food of the Gods, we're going to do that because I know you wanted to see that. That's been quite a while since I've seen that. But yeah, next week is either going to be Gregory's Girl or Cooley High, and then whichever one we watch will go for probably the next one after that. So that depends on Miss Moonbeam and stuff. So yeah. If I can, can convince her otherwise, but that's the, that's what's on the agenda so far. And I'll work on, some of the things that, people had suggested and whatnot.
I'll try to get a movie out on Tuesday and see which one I'll pick. And I'll set out for Tuesday.
Okay. Still, I pose the question: anybody want to see Better Off Dead? No answer. Okay. Todd said, he would love to see it. Okay, so there we go. So we'll do that down the line then as well. Well, it depends. I'm open for anything pretty much, Shelty, but it depends on what Barbara Streisand. I mean, I'm open to like something more along the lines of like her comedies or something. She had some good comedies. Like I love Out in the Pussycat. I think that's really good. And for Pete's sake, I always liked. I thought that was good too. And Michael Sarrazin is in that one, so that's a good one. There's comment of the night right there.
They're coming to get you, Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, definitely, Chester. I mean, yeah, condolences to P and his family on the loss of his brother and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, prayers to his family.
If I could fucking find it, man, I'd love to like do a watch party for Massacre at Central High. And I'm still considering doing The Exterminator as well. So many movies, so little time. Oh yeah, What's Up, Doc, with Ryan O'Neal. Yeah. Shit, I'd love to do a watch party for fucking Paper Moon, man. I love that movie. You ever see Paper Moon, Rosie? Anyone? Bueller, anyone? You ever see Paper Moon, Juno?
Never even heard of it.
What? It's Peter Bogdanovich, brother. Wow.
Well, I never seen it. I don't know what the fuck
Tatum
it is.
O'Neal, she was like 9 years old, won an Oscar for Best Actress.
I never seen those movies.
Yeah, Todd, that's the one with Tatum O'Neal. Oh God, I'm not doing Yentl.
What the hell is Yentl?
It's a Barbra Streisand movie that I've never seen it and I don't want to.
I only seen a few of her movies, and I haven't seen all her shit, so I don't even know what the fuck Yentl is.
She had that one called like Nuts or some shit with like fucking Nick Nolte or something like that. And I'm just like, no. This was like, no.
There's like a lot of movies I have not even seen. Like some.
I know. I'm just kidding you. I mean,
Yeah,
but
I still gotta see a shitload of movies. Like I still gotta see Strange Darling that Jim keeps mentioning. Like I still gotta see that movie.
Which one?
Strange Darling. Jim keeps
Oh yeah,
mentioning that one.
that's so good.
I gotta see that one.
That's really good. But then there's another one that came out before the Kyle Gallner did called The Passenger, and that one's really good. Nobody talks about that one because I don't think a lot of people saw it. But fuck, that was good. But yeah, Strange Darling's great. Passenger's great. Dinner in America's great. I mean, so yeah.
Like I seen Suburbia, that Richard Linklater movie. I would like to do that one.
Well, if you want to do it, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I want to do Slacker and probably Boyhood at some point. But like I said, Boyhood is kind of a journey, because it's pretty long. But I think it's fucking.
If you want to do one of them, like if you want to do like one of them a week, like I could do Suburbia, and then you could do one of those movies like the following day on Wednesday.
Yeah, either way, that's
as like a Richard Linklater back-to-back movie.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I don't know that whole thing, about that the one with Nolte, the one called Nuts. I never really knew what it was about, but I was just sort of like, yeah. Just by the title or whatever, I was like, this doesn't sound good. Yeah, Boy in the Hood. Yeah. Juan in the Hood. But yeah, this was fun. I was kind of, tripping a little until like Juno surprised me because I come on the StreamYard and it says, guest, add to stage, and it was Juno, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yep. Didn't want to miss that.
No, not the Passenger. I don't think it's that one, But I mean, it's like this. It's about these two guys working in a fast food joint, and one guy just decides he goes fucking nuts, and then he kills pretty much everybody there, and then he takes the one guy that he doesn't kill with him, and then they go on some like fucked up adventures. We'll just say, it's a really good, happy film that the whole family can enjoy. The dogs, the cats, grandma. No Country Crock for Old Man. Yeah. They should do a commercial for that. That would be great. But so it's one of those family films. Like tonight was almost a serious kind of family film, except that you couldn't really bring grandma or your nosy neighbor to it. Yeah, Juno, it sounds like somebody's being electrocuted over there on your side.
Well, it's a movie Shocker. I don't know, I'm just well, electrocuted. That I would be watching Shocker movie.
No Country Crank for Old Man. I can't wait till somebody does a fucking watch party for Bo is Afraid, because it sure as the fucking gonna be me.
I ain't watching that. To me, that's too fucking long.
Well, I mean, it goes great up until the last 20 minutes, and that feels like another 3 hours. It's just like
that last minute was like just anticlimactic as fuck.
Well, I don't even want to say what it was, but it was just fucked up either way.
A little waste of time because it took fucking forever.
And
when I seen the running time, like I was like, Jesus Christ, we're almost by the 3 hour mark. Like this fucking long of a movie.
Well, I saw it in the theaters, with this friend of mine, and like that last 20 minutes, and I'm actually fidgeting. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, my friend's like, are you okay? I said, is this fucking thing gonna fucking end? Because it said, this thing is slow to a crawl. This is just like as slow as molasses. And I said, it's really starting to piss me off.
Yeah, that artsy ending bullshit. Like I would say the first half and the middle half were good. It's just like I agree that ending took fucking forever.
Yeah, I need to read some of his books, Schultzy. I never really have. But, fucking Chester No Country Cock for Old Man. I don't know about that. There's some old men out there that prefer that sort of thing. But yeah, oh man, I can't ever. I don't think I'll ever watch that or attempt to try to watch that fucking movie ever again.
I wouldn't even do a watch party for that movie.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I'm sure that there's going to be like some fuckers going to do it sometime. It's just
like you said, you didn't want to do it. I don't want to do it either. Like,
but I mean, to whoever does it, good fucking luck, because I won't be there. You won't be there. None of us will be there. But it's like, good fucking luck playing, watching this 3.5 hour fucking movie.
Like I don't even own that fucking movie.
No, I don't either. It's up here on Prime, but I wouldn't dare. I'm like, nope. I can't even watch Midsommar again, and it's so fucking funny because Sean and I had an argument about it because I'm like, I hate this fucking movie, and he's like, well, you got to watch the director's cut, and I'm like, no, I don't, because why would I want to watch something longer than the fucking thing that I already watched that I fucking hated it?
Yeah, like if we didn't like the movie, why would we want to watch another fucking version of it?
I mean, the only movie that I want to see the director's cut of is Killing of a Chinese Bookie, because
Yeah.
the theatrical cut or whatever, and it's only because I really love Cassavetes, or I wouldn't do it. But I heard that that's so much better, because when I watched the original version, I couldn't stand it. I mean, I hated it. I thought it was one of the worst films that he'd ever done. And he directed it, but I mean, it was just, I don't know, mainly because a lot of it was really slow. But everything that I've read about the director's cut says it's so much better. So I'm willing to take a chance on that one. But other than that, I'm just like
Because
this other shit. No.
personally, like sometimes when there's director's cuts, I kind of think they're shitty. But like, don't like one of the director's cuts that I actually prefer over it is The Exorcist,
Yeah.
because that was the cut I grew up watching. Because I never grew up watching the original cut because I was always seeing the version you never seen on tape. So that's like the version, like, because I grew up watching that cut of the movie and I got used to it. So like that's like one like different version where I prefer that version. But where there's like other movies with different cuts, like some of them can be good, but sometimes they could be waste of time because they don't do shit for difference of the movie.
Right. It's like, oh,
Others
the director's cut an extra
like
5 minutes.
or oh, extra new scenes, but they're just 30-second added scenes.
Because it's like I bought Possessor, and then I thought, well, if I could, I buy the director's cut, and then I looked at it, it's just like, 2 or 3 minutes extra. It's like, fuck, like, okay.
Even like The Strangers, Pray at Night, like that movie. What the hell was different? It's just the same running time of the movie.
I think some of the kill scenes are a bit longer.
Longer. It didn't even seem longer. It felt like it was the same fucking movie.
Well, I mean, it's been a while, but I like that movie. I
Yeah,
don't
but it's just like
care.
that's the shit that I was like getting kind of tired of when Universal would do that shit where oh the running time I see the running time and it's the same running time theatrical version and direct and the extended whatever version they call it. They show like the running time in the back, like there's two running times, and it's the
Right.
same running time. And now we're in 36, and then now we're in 36. Like what?
Yeah, I
Which
don't
one's the
know.
difference? It's the same running time.
Juno, you're being electrocuted back there. There's like tons of feedback.
What the fuck is happening? But
Well, that should have stopped. I mean, it's stopped now. I don't know. It's just something that I don't know. Something always happens. It's like, what the fuck?
it's because StreamYard does this horse shit things where they make your audio muffle when you wear headphones or earphones and all that bullshit.
You ever see well, anybody in the chat also Mayhem, that has the dude from Walking Dead in it, and what's her name?
Oh, is that the
Soraya
Office
Weaving.
movie?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to say bad thing. I know you say you might like the movie, but I just I don't know. Just because I saw Belko Experiment that same year, and I prefer Belko Experiment over it. It's just
See,
I
but
want to say bad thing about it.
well, see, but what's the deal with like, it's like you can like both. It doesn't have to be the fact that like, I like that one better. It's like,
No, it's just I watched it. I thought it was an average movie. Mayhem was average.
oh,
It's
I don't
just
know. I like nail guns, so maybe that's why.
I was expecting like a fucking zombie movie or some shit when they were saying, "Oh, there's an infection show." I thought it was gonna be a fucking zombie movie, like something out of Train Busan or some shit.
Well, not yet anyway. All right, Schultze, thanks for hanging out and watching the film and everything and stuff, man. I appreciate you always like coming in and hanging
Yeah.
out when you have the chance and stuff. But yeah, usually always Wednesdays, 9:15 Central, 10:15 Eastern is when I'm on. Juno is on sometimes Mondays, sometimes Tuesdays. But yeah, I usually just try to make, Wednesdays, midweek, when everybody's exhausted from Monday and Tuesday and it's the hump day week, weekday thing or whatever. It just depends, but yeah, appreciate it, Schultze and all that. But yeah, I guess yeah, we should call it a night here anyway and stuff
Yep.
because we're almost to the 2:30 mark and everything. But I appreciate you guys as always
All right, buddy.
coming up and everything, and it was a fun time. So with that, we'll just kind of revisit the night here.
They called her the little girl who lives down the lane. All alone in that big house. Who was she? And what was her secret? A lot of people wondered. Like Mario, the local comedian.
Somebody's out there.
Officer Miglioretti, the local cop.
I don't believe what you've been telling me about your father.
You're a very pretty girl, you know that? Pretty eyes.
Frank Hallett, the local creep. And nasty Mrs. Hallett, the local gossip.
Mrs. Hallett, I'm warning you!
I want to know what's been happening here in this house. I want to know what happened here today!
I think I should warn you that the police are watching our house right this very minute, Mr. Hallett.
Aren't you scared?
Of what?
Of being alone. No one will know about us.
I never knew how much I needed you.
Now listen to me, young lady. I know you're up to something.
Go in that study, Mrs. Hallett, and I tell my father about your son. I even had to ask him why the police don't do anything about it.
Why should they do anything?
When your son gives candy to pretty little girls.
Academy Award nominee Jodie Foster, Martin Sheen, Alexis Smith.
Get out of here!
The little girl who lives down the lane.